Super Coziel's house on the 14th of December. No, you're not going to do that. You need to do it online. But we can let's natter on. I'll have a go at you about that later, guys, because we're going to Zanzan versus clawz. We are starting off the series with Sinister once more. And I'm going to check out clawz off the beginning of this. Zanzan wants the LG very
clawz
early.
Can actually see this is another start, but clawz is there, but he doesn't have the weapon, so he cannot be taking the mag. Then it could even go to top yellow, because he'll probably be going to that one first. He's gonna find him.
Oh, the shotgun's really nasty at this point. He can't quite get the kill. Zanzan with little to no health left. She'll have the 50 health bubble. Maybe challenging from red is difficult.
She can go to the red right now. Yeah, clawz is gonna take a long time. She could easily take this red. Clawz is actually challenging. I think she could just have the LG out. Clawz has a ton of damage with it.
What the hell is she doing?
Yeah, she was pretty aware that clawz wanted to be that aggressive. She wasn't ready for that. And she really should have been.
She had her head in a daisy field there or something. She was just casually walking along the top level, unaware of clawz's aggressive intentions. So her small lead is going to be short-lived now. clawz with a good chance to make her back, as his control's looking decent, but Meg and Red are up at the same time. clawz is checking everywhere, really.
Zanzan again. She's going a little bit passive as she went versus Yanzev already. She didn't challenge for any of the items. Just taking the yellow, but as long as she keeps stacking up, the game is still tied. So clawz will have to go aggressive at some point. Oh, and that's a great reply from Zanzan.
Yeah, that was highly necessary. Otherwise, clawz probably would have kept chasing. But still, I think Zanzan's going to have a hard time challenging for the major items, especially when clawz just dunks the rocket on her like that.
Yeah, like he's been really timing that bottom yellow and has been capitalizing on it every single time. Great rail as well.
Yeah, I like how he's controlled the red and mega just
and
then.
He's even going for the top yellow now, so Zanzan's in a world of troubles.
She's backing off to the LG. Is she going to try and move back into yellow? No, she won't. Not immediately, at least. She knows clawz's position at the moment. But, wow. Just on the edge. Couldn't even survive a rail still. And clawz's item control shouldn't be too difficult.
No, he has a great rotation going on. Only thing is, he's going to be liking now. He's one of the yellows, and as long as he keeps doing damage to Zanzan, he'll be fine.
As long as you're getting one yellow per rotation, really, you're doing a pretty solid job. Oh, clawz, a little bit confused for a second. But Zanzan now pushing on pulling on the aggression. Doesn't work for long. Does a tiny bit of damage that's immediately healed.
There's bottom
by
yellow,
the
and
thread.
clawz gonna chase in, and he throws Zanzan off the ledge.
Well, okay, that was a very aggressive push by clawz.
Yeah, but he knew that he would definitely not die in there unless he was hitting 5% LG. And he had the maggot stack up on after, and the red as well, so he's doing just fine.
I think Zanzan could challenge for this item though if she were positioned slightly differently. Bit of LG. Oh, clawz of the vertical rails. Another vertical rail. 6-1 at the moment. Zanzan's got to feel like the world is against her. All these shots that are connecting.
It's just clawz. He's putting pressure in every single item right now, and it's really hard to play against that.
50% rail. 39
Oh, that's
LG.
great fight by Zanzan. She could even get the frag. She gets the frag out of nowhere. She comes back into the game, gets the frag, gets the red. She'll need a bit more health though.
Whoa! Oh my god, gotta be careful of that. She's gonna meet him at the top.
Again.
Oh no, Zanzan.
Rail.
She may have been a little bit too late going through.
Yeah, definitely a little bit late. She's rail right now. She needs the charge. How is she going to attack? Is she going to the red? This is very risky from her. Where is clawz? clawz is there. And that was a great rocket. He bounced clawz off the red platform actually.
No way. Oh, she just heard the timing. She literally just heard it getting taken.
That is really good for Zanzan now.
That could have been pretty messy.
Do pressure on this bottom L, she definitely could. And she does connect with the rail. clawz tries to do a bit of damage, almost overextending there.
I think Zanzan's going to wait for this top red to spawn. I hope she understood what was going on with that red timing, because she's here very early.
Well, she's 5 seconds earlier. She just needs to avoid the rail angle.
Oh,
no.
no.
clawz bounces her. Wow.
clawz there again. Nicely evaded this time by
There's
zanzan.
a Mega, and clawz is going to be getting this Mega health. Zanzan coming in for the fight really late. She needs to back off because she already took a lot of damage. And there's clawz going to the top yellow. If you saw that Zanzan is behind it, you could just shade, and this could be another easy frag.
Oh man, zanzan. I don't think she should have been a part of those LG fights then.
No.
She won herself that red armor. She should have cut her losses then. And it's nasty combos that clawz is outputting. Should be another kill, unless we get ourselves a telefrag at the moment. zanzan actually keeps dancing through. Oh, you're not gonna follow me through teleporters anymore? What a shame. Certainly a for this series for clawz if he can just convert this into a map victory. I don't feel like he's far from it. He manages to get that skill. He was on the edge for a moment, being on 20 health. Well, he's all fine and dandy. Yeah, he's got the yellow up. Everything good. Oh, sick rails.
Wow, two sick rails by Zanzan. She needs a third one to get the frag. There's the red coming. Who's gonna get it? Zanzan connects another rail. clawz on 7 health, but he's still
How's
trying
he
to
still
go for
hitting?
these shots.
I don't understand how he's still hitting all these rails, man. Just over 50% rail
Oh,
at the
that's
moment.
a frag. There we go.
At last.
Now there's the last chance for Zanzan. He just connect absolutely everything.
Run!
clawz gets the rail, and
Oh,
he's
whoa.
gonna connect. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it?
Oh!
Oh, Zanzan gets it.
No way. Red's gonna be spawning though. She's nowhere near the red. Is she gonna go up the bounce
clawz
pad?
is either inch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what the hell just happened? That was very strange. I think zanzan should have just forgotten about mega health. She will get.
She just assumed clawz would spawn in the red, clawz spawned in the bottom yellow. He got the rocket launcher that charged in. I think even he was surprised to find Zanzan there.
A rail for a rail. Let's just send her down the bounce pad, okay? All these shots that clawz hits though. Wow, 3 in a row. He's railable at the moment. zanzan finds an angle but can't hit. And clawz will survive a little longer.
Going for clawz.
See that clawz is on the edge. He's expecting zanzan to really be exploiting these rail angles. And even though she's hitting a lot, so is clawz. Even more, I dare say.
Yeah. Like, they both fired around 30 shots, and clawz at least a couple more.
Stop, don't have the rocket or LG out. Sorry, or rail out, just have the LG, even if she had a couple more cells left.
Oh, but she's gonna miss out on the Mega. She's being really slow. Oh, there she is, and just as clawz. Oh, he actually got it, but she's gonna get the frag either way. And there's red for her.
Needs some health. Super urgently.
She'd rocket jump up. She does. She ends clawz. Wow.
I can't believe clawz keeps hitting these rails. Another one from zanzan. Top yellow's available. Just some kind of spam shot. But clawz will manage to secure a little bit more resources. What was zanzan looking at though?
Not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be looking at where you're expecting your opponents to come from. Even if it's the teleporter exit or something along those lines, you've got to be checking the areas around you where you're most likely to get hit. If you're stood at the top, there's no real point checking the lower areas unless you're 100% certain they're there, because they can't really touch you. You've got to be checking where you can be hit from. So I think as much as we've seen good stuff from zanzan, I think there's a couple of fundamental flaws in her play. Which if she fixed, it would help her probably keep this score a lot tighter.
I absolutely love clawz's rail.
Yeah.
What's he doing though?
I have no idea.
See, I just love
9
it.
impressive.
5%. So many shots fired. It's quite a...
Yeah, it's crazy. And zanzan actually going up against someone whose rail is pretty much as scary, if not slightly scarier than hers.
Yeah, like...
It's got to be worrying.
clawz is zanzan on the rail game, and now clawz is connecting very good rails as well.
Zanzan just hitting some pretty awesome shots then also, but it's way too little too late. She's probably more relaxed now that she knows it's completely GG. Oh, go on, she's got another chance here. We're going to go over to map number 2 in a moment, but it's 16-8 here on Sinister for clawz.
What is map number 2?
That's a good question, because I didn't get to see the last maps getting picked. This is very likely to be Zanzan's pick, however, but we'll see what they move on to next. Yeah, that move up at red. I mean, Zanzan, what was she looking at? I'm pretty sure there was nothing to look at there. She was like looking at the corner. Like you go through that teleporter up at the top level to get to red, and you just go left in that little corner. She was staring at that. Nothing's gonna come out of that corner. We're gonna go over to Cure, in fact. Interesting. So clawz can try and set himself a 2-0 if he wins this one. Zanzan's readied up, just waiting on clawz at the moment. And we can get ourselves into this. Actually, I've readied up now. Awesome. Right, let's do it. And I checked the clawz at the beginning of last map. I will check Zanzan at the beginning of this one.
You could just do my start. clawz almost did it.
No risks taken just yet.
He does manage to steal away the yellow. Doesn't take any damage. Zanzan's was trying to look for an angle. She couldn't connect with anything. Both of them get all of the main weapons right now, and this can be each fight at the red. Zanzan, can she do any damage to clawz?
Got a little bit. Couple of nuggets of damage here. There's a direct shot. This is starting to hurt more. The LG coming out. Zanzan, is she going to be able to pick up the first kill?
Goodness, the rail after from clawz completely saved him the fight and the mega health.
Yeah, to be honest, it was such a predictable shot. I think he even went for the spam prediction. He didn't react to Zanzan coming around the corner. He knew, like, okay, Zanzan wants to get the kill here. There's only one way she'll get it. Oh, wow, what a jump.
Like, when you do those kind of moves, if he doesn't connect with the rockets, absolutely as he did, he would have died. And that would have been a crucial mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, we could just as easily have been laughing at clawz then.
Yeah, now, like, honestly, because that was... jumping like that. I mean, the jumping like that is already a huge mistake. Now you can only do so much to get away with it. And
come on! As soon as he turns on that LG, it just connects ridiculously.
Impressive.
Well, these rails, man. What are we finding over here? And just a little burst of LG at the end.
Last 3 rails. How did 2 of them?
I just don't know, man.
85% of these kind of shots.
You gotta say, the results that we've been getting between clawz and CMZ over Zanzan, they seem pretty similar right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, the block. Zanzan's on the board. Just because I think clawz
with the rail. No, that's perfect.
She should have heard it.
I bet she's wondering, why the hell did you have a rail already? That's gonna be a rail from clawz right now, yeah.
Of course it hits. So why do we need to even question whether or not it will?
He just goes for a lot of spam shots, and a lot of them hit. But I don't think he even aims, he just tries to flick everything.
Yeah. Oh, he's missing a couple of shots now. And we've got Mega up over at the other side. Is Zanzan going to make an effort to pick this one up? No, she goes with the lightning gun. Trying to put pressure on, but clawz is healing up again. Maybe she can make something work with this LG. She's going to chase through aggressively. Keeps on piling the pressure, but clawz will survive and survive and survive. Wow, the lightning gun is just brutal, man. Let's have a look at the accuracies. It's only showing 31%, but it feels like in the important situations he's hitting 50. Great damage from Zanzan. She's hitting more than clawz, in fact.
No, I mean, when the fights come, she does do damage. Again, he's just picking the fights in the right moments.
Red and Mega gonna be up simultaneously. Zanzan should probably try and get red.
Yeah, but but she goes away and goes to the yellows, and clawz even appears in the yellows. That's gonna be a frag right now for clawz again.
Where's
Zanzan
that?
at least spawn in the red so she can collect it.
She didn't need to give away that frag though, as she had the item behind her already, effectively. She has... Okay, she gets the kill, and now she's like, hey, yeah, I got a red up. Awesome. Maybe now we'll see a little bit of change
You
happen.
have chased clawz there directly.
Yeah. What is she listening to?
I'm gonna guess music.
I think the stress has reached the limit. Well, she seems to be, yeah, kind of hovering around her own world at the moment. She'll have that red up next. There we go. A little bit of a trapperoo. No, clawz not going to be falling for anything. What? That's so dangerous to do that.
Yes, clawz right above the jump.
Why would you do that? Ens?
Why do you ask me? I don't do that.
That's just almost a sin in Quake.
Oh. It is almost the same, unless you can connect with the rockets, like clawz.
Yeah,
Nope,
but
you don't.
yeah, but no, but basically. I mean, that shouldn't be a play we see at the moment. I can kind of understand if you're 200 going up a bounce pad and you know your opponent's weaker than 100, 100, 150. But back then, that was nothing that should have been done. Zanzan's going to get a third kill right now, but she's still chasing 10. And it's looking bleak. I think CNZ probably preparing himself to play clawz in just a few moments.
Yeah. That could be an interesting one.
I feel like Zanzan could have performed a bit better against these two individuals that she's just played.
I think like after 3 or 4 frags, she starts giving up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she did come in third, I think, from the first group stage, and it's the first time she's played in the secondary group stage. But I really feel like these are opponents that, sure, they would have the edge against her, but she should definitely be bringing that fight closer. Does she rage? Does Zanzan rage?
No.
No? Okay. Because I know that rage can get in the way of some people and they just can't seem to focus after that happens.
Her rage is when she gets a really bad spawn at the start, so she just starts rushing to plasma and easy run.
I see. Well, she's got a whole lot of rushing that she needs to do right now. If she wants to get herself anywhere near that 17 frag margin that clawz has.
Yeah, I don't think she did the water.
No. Nice little accidental dodge. Okay. clawz may not be just getting in her way so much anymore. She's gone mad. She's got the LG. Oh, air rocket, please. I don't know what clawz hit there. He's hitting 43% LG. Basically as he's flying through the air.
Yeah, it's hard on like this one.
Clawz hurts hard.
In your face.
Well, these are the type of rockets that, when I was casting with strengths, he was going on about. People always running around the corners and receiving face rockets.
Yeah, happens a lot. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh wow, that rocket.
That was really good rocket.
I think clawz was about to run back, but he saw the rocket hit and was like, oh, I'll have another go. Doesn't look so bad.
Almost another one hitting right there.
Oh man, so painful, this stuff. I think the CNZ clawz game should be pretty tight then. If anything, clawz has been looking a little bit more convincing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell really when the scores get out of hand like this, because you start relaxing automatically anyway.
I think if you beat CNZ, clawz will have to bring out the best itself.
Yeah, it's certainly not going to be an easy game. But beating CNZ is the type of game that might even secure him through to the next group stage.
Yeah.
1 minute warning.
Because, yeah, 2 wins, it might secure him a way through. So basically, whoever wins the next game has got really, really good chances of going through to next week's 1 to 25 FPS playoffs. Do we have Sting or Cypher online at all?
Nope.
Either. Okay, well, in half an hour, we should have Sting. So I'm guessing we'll get a load of games then. But we've got another best of 3 to go to, so...
That's just the right amount of time then.
Yep. Perfect. So look how his accuracies are looking at the end. Yeah, LG, man. Oh my days. I wonder how CNZ's going to deal with that, because I'd say CNZ's good in combat, but possibly not as good a fighter as clawz, but almost definitely a better dueler, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. I mean, I think CNZ does have the brain of a dueler, so to speak. He likes to use the element of surprise a lot, and I don't know if clawz is going to be ready for it.